Hello, I'm Scott Keasey, General Manager of DGA.
Scott, you have a job that most disc golfers seemingly would love to have. What's it like being here at DGA every day?
I like how you said seemingly, because yeah, on the surface everything's disc golf and roses, but no, I mean I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be able to do what I do every day. Like any job, there's challenges, but something I still look forward to getting up every morning and come to work for. You know, Ed entrusted a lot of responsibility into me before, he passed away, and I take that very seriously and just try to do him proud and Farina proud and the rest of the crew here.
What's it like promoting disc golf or being involved with the growth of disc golf, seeing how it's growing so rapidly?
I think that's been the biggest thing over the last couple of years is just the rapid growth. It's definitely starting to feel like it's hitting another level. I think we always said waiting for it to just blow wide open. I'm hoping maybe that we're starting to see some of that right now. And you're seeing it on every level, be it the number of manufacturers coming in, the number of events. I think I heard a number the other day that PDJ is now hitting a 25% growth from the year before, and those are all big numbers, and you're just seeing, the amount of media that's being covered in events. We just saw that out at the Masters Cup this last weekend. It's great, it's exciting, it's busy, there's just so much stuff popping on so many different levels. It's great. It's really great to be involved in the St. Jude event that's coming up this weekend, and seeing how that whole situation manifested, and being able to attach our sport to such an amazing charity such as St. Jude, that I think many of us, it's affected our lives. I think it's great for the sport, it's great for PDGA, and I'm just happy to be associated with it.
They talk a lot about ball golf courses getting removed as much as once every 24 or 48 hours, and instead we're seeing a disc golf course going just about every other day.
Right. Around
the country or around the globe. What do you think about the crossover from the two sports?
Well, crossover, obviously I think we all know it's a very similar mental game. I think a lot of the reason why people started playing traditional golf is a lot of the same reason people play disc golf. It's a way to get out of your own head and just go look at lines and attack a course. It's you against a course. I think it's a thinking man's game, and people like to think it's a great release to allow their mind to think in a different way. Obviously, with the growth of disc golf and the kind of decline of traditional golf, things are tougher. People have less cash. Money's got to be spread over a lot more things, and the Tiger Woods effect for traditional golf definitely helped to boom the sport, but you're seeing it kind of retract a little bit. And disc golf is the perfect type of sport to fill in those gaps. As we all know, it's much, the barrier of entry for disc golf is a lot easier to the average person than traditional golf is. You can pick a disc up from $8 to $10 and start with one and go out and play in a free park and spend hours of enjoyment with yourself or your kids or your family and stuff like that, your friends, and it's just such a lower barrier of entry than for traditional golf, that you're seeing people who are looking for the same type of mental part of the game being able to go out and play disc golf and get their exercise and not have to spend a ton of cash.
Now, your company, DGA, the founding company of all of disc golf, of course, was Steady Ed. What is it like knowing that you're sending out hundreds of disc golf courses every single year?
It's great. Well, obviously, but there's people have the conversation from time to time. It's like, well, there's only so many courses you can put in. Well, we haven't found that to be the case. It's just the idea of any place there's about enough land and the right type of land to do something like this. People are seeing a good fit for it, be it churches or summer camps or ski resorts or ball golf courses. There's such a love and a growth in the sport, and people are finding it and wanting to plant one in their situation, whatever that situation might be. It's great. It's great to see that there's a lot of people out there getting it as much as you and I did when we first started playing.
And so final question would be, you work for DGA, you send out hundreds of baskets. How often do you actually get to play disc golf?
Right, thank you. I gave up any aspirations of being a professional disc golfer the day Ed hired me. I knew that was going to be the case. I forced myself to get out and play about once a week. We have a good group of guys up at De La Viega that do a bag tag round every Thursday, and I try to lock it in with my wife and kids every Thursday to get myself out there, because I realize that you can bury yourself doing this every day. I mean, it's a great, like I said before, I'm blessed to be able to do this, but it can still be a job, and you still have to maintain that reason why we started playing, for recreation. And the more I do that and the more I get out and play, the more it keeps me excited every day coming to work and thinking about ways this thing continue to grow and like I say, do Ed proud. So
Thanks for your time.
thank you.
The Mach X by DGA, the evolution of disc golf.